Hello everyone, welcome to Rotap. My name is Santosh and today we are going to have our fully solved PYQ series part 2. So we are continuing that series, and in the first part what we did, we discussed from the question number 1 to the question number 15th of the memory based questions of the 2020 year, that is 2 for the paper 2 in the phase 1. So right now we are going to move ahead with our question number 16 and we are going to discuss till the question number 25, right? So after we are done with the paper 2 of phase 1, we are going to start the paper 2 of the phase 2 of this same year, that is 2020, right? Then we are going to move to the 2022 papers, right? So let's move ahead with our first question of the day, and overall it's a 16 question. So the question says that performance approach through reward and punishment is called what? So it's a question of management, and it is asking you about the approach in which performance is approached through the rewards. If the favorable performance is observed by the management or the company, then they are going to give the reward to the employee. But on the other hand, if they observe the unfavorable performance, then they are going to punish the employee, right? So what kind of approach this is? Option number A says MBO, that is management by objective. No, this is not the correct answer. Option number B says carrot and stick approach. So yes, carrot is basically signifying the reward and the stick is signifying the punishment part. So option number B is the correct answer here, right? Now let's move ahead with the next question that says market for gold and silver is known as what? So very easy question, factual based question, financial awareness question. So gold and silver market, no. So the name given to this type of market is bullion market. So bullion market is a market where buyers and sellers trade gold and silver as well as their associated derivatives, right? So it is the primary source of the gold and silver trading quotes throughout the day, right? So you need to remember this thing, that the bullion market is the market where the trades of silver and the gold happens, right? Let's move ahead with the 18th question. 18th question says statistics of population is known as what? See, we are right now asking about the population, and wherever we talk about the population now, we talk about the demography. So the option number A is the correct answer, and not the sociology, not the anthropology, not the ecology, right? So the correct answer, and the very easy question. Obviously it is easy because it was asked in the phase 1 of the year 2020, that too in the paper 2, right? So phase 1 paper generally is easier as we compare it to the paper 2 of the phase 2, right? So phase 1 is comparatively easier, but yes, you need to know certain facts as well, right? Okay, so statistics of population is called demography. So demography is the statistical study of the population, especially about the human beings, right? Now let's move ahead with our 19th question that says rent expenses were charged to the books of accounts for 11 months, but it's an accounts question, right? But it was not charged in the 12th month. Which type of error is this? See what happens in the accounts now, there are various types of error, like we have the error of commission, error of omission, error of principal. So what type of error is this? Let me explain to you that what kind of error is error of commission and what kind of error is error of omission. Then we are going to talk about the principal. So then you will be able to solve this question. See, error of commission, how you are going to remember that what is the error of commission? C for commission and C for clerical error. So when there is a clerical error, typing errors, right? Suppose the amount is 8,000 and accountant has mistyped it as 800. So that's a type of clerical error, and it will be included in the error of commission, isn't it, right? Now let's come to the B part, that is error of omission. Whenever any entry or any transaction has been omitted, whether completely or partially, it would be the case of error of omission. And what do we include in the errors of principal? See, whenever an accountant or clerk does a mistake, or we can say expenses should be recognized as the revenue expenditure, but the accountant has recognized it as the capital expenditure, then it's a type of error of principal. So capital expenditure is replaced with the revenue expenditure or vice versa, right? So if this is the case, then it's an error of principle. So as far as this question is concerned, it is talking about the 12th month rent expense and it has not been charged. That means it was omitted. So it's the case of error of omission. So very easy question. Option number B is your correct answer. Okay, let's move ahead with the 20th question that says, which animal is displayed in the Make in India logo? So that was the financial awareness question that time. It is not so relevant for now, but still we are doing the PYQ, so we have to do this, right? So the lion is the correct answer, nothing to explain here, right? So this was the logo and it's the lion shape logo. Okay, now let's move ahead with the 21st question that says, while calculating income from the house property, so what happens now when you calculate the income tax, or when you calculate the income for the purpose of depositing income tax, then you calculate your all the incomes from salary, from the house income. So it is talking about the house income, right? So it says municipal taxes to be deducted. So municipal taxes would be counted as deduction for calculating the income, are treated on what basis? So obviously it will be treated on the payment basis, right? So if it is paid, then it will be provided to you as a deduction while you are calculating the income from the house property, right? So option number C should be the correct answer. Yes, it is absolutely correct, right? So let's move ahead with our 22nd question that says, O in the SWOT stands for what? SWOT is the method that stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunity and threats. So whenever you try to analyze any aspects, so you do what? You do SWOT analysis. So O stands for opportunity. So option number B is your correct answer here, right? Okay, now let's move to the 23rd question of the day that says, which of the following is also known as the lender of the last resort? So again, the financial awareness question. So SBI, no. SDFC Bank, no. RBI, yes, absolutely. So RBI is known as your lender of the last resort. See, lender of the last resort is someone basically when the things turns ugly, when the banks need funds urgently, then we call it the lender of the last resort, whoever is helping the banks, right? So when you urgently need funds and you have exhausted all your money option or other options, then bank typically turns to the RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, and it is also our central bank of the country, right? So RBI is the official lender of the last resort in India. Let's move ahead with our 24th question, which says, which of the following organization is responsible for the promotion and the financing of MSME? MSME means micro, small and medium enterprises. So SEBI, no, because SEBI is the regulator of capital market. RBI, obviously you know that regulates the banking industry. NHB is National Housing Bank. So no, that's not the answer. SIDBI is your correct answer. NABARD is basically regulates the banks who provide assistance to the rural areas, right? So we have what? We are left with the D option, that is SIDBI. So option number D is your correct answer here. So Small Industries Development Bank of India, that's the wholly owned subsidiary of the IDBI Bank, and this SIDBI is primarily focused on the promotion, development and the finance part of the MSMEs. So as the name is suggesting now, Small Industries Development Bank of India, and small industries include what? Micro, small and medium enterprises, right? Let's start the last question of the day that talks about the GST. So we have the question as, GST is applicable to whole of India, excluding the union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, whole of India excluding the northeastern state. So option number B is incorrect, option number A is also incorrect, sorry, B is also incorrect, C is also incorrect. Whole of India excluding the union territories of Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh and the northeastern state, no. So it is applicable in the it is applicable to whole of India, right? So GST, as you all know, after the enactment of this various GST laws, goods and services tax was launched all over India with the effect from the 1st July 2017. So again, this question was a relevant when it was asked in the 2020. So a financial awareness question at that point of time, but still you should have the knowledge of GST because it is in the syllabus as well, right? So the Jammu Kashmir State Legislature, then a full state, passed its GST Act on the 7th July 2017. So thereby it ensures that the GST is applicable to all of the country, right? Including the Jammu Kashmir and the northeastern states, right? So that's all for today's class. So I want you to just write in the comment section that how much marks you got out of 10, and with a thank you message if I have helped you in any of the questions we just discussed, right? So that's all for today's lecture. We are going to meet in the next part. In that we are going to discuss further questions from the question number 26th, right? Tab tak ke liye tata, bye bye.